So our buddy Dom on Facebook brought us some axles for this ZJ. We are going to do a high pinion 30 because it currently has a low pinion and I don't want it. And it has a Dana 35 in the rear, so we're going to put this Chrysler 8 1/4 in the rear. This is what came in all the Jeep Cherokees. These 8 1/4s are actually pretty tough axles. Being that we're only going to run 33s, this Jeep will probably never get bigger than that. This 8 1/4 is a perfect fit for it. We're going to re-gear these. We have all the bracketry that we got from Rusty's Off-Road to get this axle swapped into the Grand Cherokee. The front is a direct bolt-in. So no big deal on the front, but we're going to strip these down and get them ready for sandblasting. So when they come back from sandblasting, we have nice clean housings to work with. We have a nice clean working surface. And also we can paint them and they'll actually hold the paint on much better and last a lot longer. I don't want to do powder coat because paint's much easier to touch up, and I just don't feel like paying for the powder coating. So this is what we're going to be working with. This is the high pinion Dana 30 we got from our buddy Dom. We're getting ready to set the gears up, but I want to get everything welded first. We're throwing truss on. We're doing a little knuckle gusset down here. Got these little knuckle gussets from Rusty's Off-Road. We got Rusty's Off-Road. Those are his new bushings. We got one that'll go in over here, but I don't want to melt it. And then I'm going to throw some ball joints in here. We got just standard Spicer ball joints. Didn't go with anything exotic. Didn't need anything exotic for what we're doing. And yeah, so there's that. Got another quick small update for you. Went to go drive this stupid thing at 9 miles. You know what happens when to transmissions when you let them set for a super long period of time? They go bad. Every seal in the transmission is literally was laying at the bottom of the transmission pan. So we got the transmission out. I'm waiting on parts. I'm going to rebuild the whole transmission. We'll put a new torque converter in it, all new clutches, gaskets, seals, solenoids, rebuild the valve body. We'll put a shift kit in it. We've got the T-case here, why it's out. I'm going to throw an SYE kit in there. So that'll be done. I bought new seals and stuff for that as well. So I haven't been shooting a whole lot of video because it's really boring to watch somebody pull a bunch of bolts and remove a transmission, but we'll show you some more video of that as we tear it down now. And then I'm sure there's probably 50 million videos on doing SYE kits, so probably won't video the SYE, just it's kind of boring. And so my goal tonight is to get this welded, slam ball joints, slam gears. We are doing, let's go over here and look. I have a Spicer open carrier. We have Motive 456 gears. I have a Rusty's Off-Road diff cover. So open carrier in the front. That'll take care of this front axle. So I'm gonna get back to welding. I'm gonna slam some ball joints, and I even bought some cool paint. I'm gonna try a new paint gun and some new paint to paint this thing. I'll show you what it looks like here in just a wee bit. So I'll give you a little update again. Now we are tearing apart the rear axle. We're gonna get all new gears, ARB air locker. We're gonna clean this all out, bought all brand new brakes, got everything all brand new sitting down there. So Eric's prepping that. We've been trying to work as fast as possible and be diligent about our time frame to get this Jeep built. So we are lacking some of the details in the footage, but sometimes the details are the boring stuff. So here's the front axle. We just brought that outside and sprayed this with our spray gun. It is painted, it is geared. We have, the knuckles are powder coated. We got all new bearings, rebuilt the axle shafts and cleaned those all up, painted those. We have a heavy duty Rusty's diff cover is gonna go on here. You can see the Rusty's truss. So that's rock and roll. We are going to probably try to button that one up tonight if the paint dries. We're gonna get the rear, for the most part, done. Probably won't get the arb or the gears set up, and we won't have the bracketry installed yet, but we're heading that direction. So I'll try to keep giving you little updates and show you how this project's going. Front axle's ready. We just got done putting the knuckles on, so the axle's painted, knuckles are powder coated, all new shafts, 456 gears, open carrier, Rusty's diff cover, Rusty's truss, new bearings, ball joints, rotors. Literally, this is ready to get popped in the vehicle. So next step, bolt this darn thing in and keep moving on the rear. As you saw, we had the transmission tore apart, T-case is done. We're making some big headway on the drivetrain on this thing.
Hey guys, it's me, Eric. Got a little update for you on the Grand Cherokee here. I don't know what's been mentioned recently, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing as of right now. Being that this thing came with a low pinion 30 and a 35, we decided to take the 35 out, which we all know they're kind of not that great. But what we're gonna put in is an 8 1/4 with an air locker. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. I'm gonna do a quick mock-up here in a minute, make sure all my brackets fit like they're supposed to, and then we're gonna weld it and install it. All right, I got her mocked in there. All my brackets bolted in just fine. Didn't have any issues. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but Ken and Bob aren't even here. So you know who gets to do all the work? This guy. So I'm gonna get back to getting this thing welded up and put back in. We'll get some more video of it once it's fully installed. But yeah, that's the direction we're headed. Just got to do some welding and some painting and some new brake lines. Should be good to go. Well, folks, we've got Chrysler 8 1/4 put in. Rusty's heavy duty diff cover. All the linkages hooked up. All the control arms are hooked up. Now all we gotta do is call and get a custom dry shaft. Call it good.
Just want to do a quick little update for everybody. Front axle installed, all dialed in and tuned. All new suspension, steering, high pinion Dana 30 with a Rusty's off-road truss. And then in the rear, Eric's got all this done. This is the 8 1/4. It's got the Rusty's off-road diff cover, all new brakes, Rusty's off-road install kit for all the bracketry. And then we did all of his long arm has the new rubber flex joints. So everything on this has been updated with the newest joint technology that he has. All new shocks, links, everything. Next up, this side has all the cladding removed. So we have to take it all off the other side. We're gonna take all this crap off, and then I got a buddy that's gonna paint this all up for us. The hood has a few small rust spots, and he's gonna touch that up for us. We still have to wire some marker lights. We had the bumper all repowder coated. No winch today, maybe someday, but not today. So there's our little update. We're getting there.